Welcome back to Themed Journals. My name is April. Okay, so we need to divide these up into 5 and 4 on each side. So I'm going to try to match some of these, like these two. So I got 1, 2. All right, hang on. You know what? I'm going to trade this one for this one because see all the marks in this one. All right, so that's 1. So I'm dividing them up between the 2 books that I have. So what I want to do is run through here and look at, see how many pretty ones we've got. All right. Two. 2. Okay, the rest of these are flowers. Okay. 1 or 3. 3. 4. 4 and the 5th one. Okay. Now let's get our books out. All right, let's see. I'm going to get out my book first, so if we make a mistake putting these in, it won't be such a big deal. Okay, so we've got see how this works. See how it right here, how nice it is. Okay, so all right, let's see what we've got here. I'm going to take this out for a second and see if I can't get it in without that in there. Oh, ho, ho, look at what I did. It's too wide. Oh, fiddle. All right. So that means it needs to, about right here, it needs to be cut right here this way, and then I need to redo every last one of these. Oh, all right. All right. Ugh. Well, this is not what I thought I'd be doing today, but I'm going to do one with you, and then I'll see if it fits the okay, we'll have to use that for something else. Now let's see if it fits. And I am not going to do this online. I'll have to do it offline, but at least you know what I'm doing. All right, let's see if this assumption that this is the way we want it is correct. All right. All right, so we need a few more inches off on this. Once I get the width we need, then I can, I cannot believe this. I did not take this into account. Oh. All right. Like I want to do more sewing. Ugh. All right, let's see if this will work. All right. too high too, so that means I'm gonna have to take out at least this much off. Unbelievable, April. Oh, I've wasted so much paper. Once I get the measurements correct for these pockets, I'll let you know what it is. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do is, in order to pull these out, why can't I get these out? We got problems. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I got the width right, but when you go into do the pull out, you can't pull it out without pulling the book page. So I'm going to restitch down here and here, and then on each one I'm going to stitch this on as a tab so you can pull it out. Yeah. All right, now that is 3.5 plus 1 tick, and up at the top point it is 6 3/4 plus 2 ticks. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a real template. So I've got multiples of these, so that, you know, cutting one of these down isn't going to hurt, because I ended up losing this template like 3 or 4 times, and so I had to remake it each time. Yeah, pain in my neck. And then I did one for demonstration purposes. So this is I think it's 3.5. Let's see. No. Yeah, 3.5 plus a tick. And from here down to here is 6 3/4 plus 3 ticks. All right, sorry, I don't know what those little things are called anymore. I learned them in school and I thought they were stupid, and as soon as I got done taking the test, I forgot what they were. All right, if you know what they are, you can put them in the I think they're millimeters, but I'm not sure. Okay, so that's the template that I should have used. I didn't think. All right, so that's what happens when you don't think. So I've got to go through all these now, and I've got to redo them. Just like we did them before, I'm going to do them right now. Now, there is one problem with one of these, and I want to find it so I can show you what the problem is. And no, I must have put it in my pile then. That's interesting. It's nowhere to be seen. All right. Oh, here it is. It was my example one. Okay, see how these got white here? I kept on running out of threads. So what we need to do to correct that, let's see if we can't get some ink on it. And the answer is yes, it'll take the ink. Look at how pretty that is. Bye-bye mistake. Yeah. see, what I did was, in order to see where I was sewing, instead of having the sewing blend in with the background, I went this way with the needle. This was the top, this is the bottom, and that's what caused these holes to be visible on this side. That's happened to me on one of my other projects. Oh, with my mother journal with the cards. Yeah, okay. I'm going to name this pocket template. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these and name it outer pocket template. So when I need to do this again, I don't screw up. All right, no big deal. Okay. Now, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through these. I'll have to separate them again. Now, if we wanted like more of the castle, we could do it this side, like this. All right. So I have to evaluate what will leave beauty on the pocket after I cut it down. Yeah, true story. All right. So what I probably will end up doing is just doing one chop this way. So that I, you know, can preserve as much as of these as possible. All right, now what am I going to preserve here? Oh, I really, really love that pot. All right, you know what? I'm going to preserve that clock. I really like that clock. Well, maybe this is what we're going to do for this thing, just so you can see when you screw up how to fix it. Now, I definitely love this dragon, so we're going to try to save as much as possible of this dragon. Yeah. All right, now we want to save as much of this castle as possible, so we're going to go like that. And yeah. But because I have these separated out into piles according to which journal gets them, then what I'm going to do is, oh dear, let's see. All right, we'll do it this way. Boy, I thought my sewing was done. Oh, I'm such a ding dong. Of course they're not going to be the same size, April. All right, well, it is what it is. Okay, we want to save this bird as much as possible. So since that really won't make a lot of sense, because if you go this way, the head gets cut off, I'm going to go from this side. All right. And I'm doing straight cuts because we're going to need to add tabs onto every single one of these. All right. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what did I do? One of these belongs to me, and I can't remember mine because this one only has 4. This one has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this was mine. Okay, so these go together. These are a set now. I'm going to put that over there. I might as well just do all these. So mad at myself. All right, let's see what we got. Let's go to the side. That's all right. We will persevere and we will make cool stuff from our mistakes. Yep. All you can do is carry on. You know what? I think I'm going to go this way on this one. Yeah, we're going to go this way on this one. Now, what do I want to save on this one? Let's save the flower, I think. Or we could save the flower and a little bit of the clock. Let's do it that way. So you see how I sort of evaluate what I want by putting the template that I'm cutting off of. Oh, you gotta save that compass rose. Yeah. All right, so that means that yeah, we're gonna do it this way. All right, folks, this is how I correct my mistake. And because of the way I did the sewing, it's going to be super easy. It's not going to be a big deal. Because what I did, as you can see, I did the zigzag stitch off the side. Yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah, this makes the most sense. Now we want to save as much of the spider as we possibly can. So that means we've got to, there. All right. All right, let's save the butterfly. Okay, now what we need to do, might as well do all this. Well, no, I've got to sew these before I can, well, you know what? I like let's see. I like that. So I'm going to sew around here and that'll give you enough room to pull it out of the, yeah, okay. So what we're going to do is I am going to cut these down to the size I want. So I have a nice template. So I got one. And I am trying to save it so that it's like this one's in the corner here and any of the sewing gets saved. So I don't have to sew so much, if that makes sense. It doesn't matter if you have, as long as I have a square, it doesn't matter the length. All right, so we're going to save the sewing. We're going to save as much of this as possible. All right, let's see. That's the same size, so we're not going to muck about with that. We're just going to keep it. All right. Let's see. Let's do it this way. All right, that doesn't require much cutting, does it? All right. I need 18 of these tabs. All right. Oops. Okay. All right, let's see how many pieces we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Need 4 more. One. 2. Well, this is going to be a little short one then. All right, then what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go from the corner over. 3. 4. Okay, we have some weird little pieces. Okay, so let me put all these massacred pieces of paper into my oh, here's another one, so we can get rid of one of these little pieces. All right. Oh wait, no. I thought I had some bigger pieces left over, but I guess I don't. That's all right. All right, so we got more pieces for paper. A masterboard, real masterboard. Okay, so now what we have to do is do exactly what we did. Oh, here, I missed some. Just having too much fun with the cutting. All right, not really. All right, so remember when we did the original paper, we went around and we did the edges. We got to do these on all the edges now. And that means all the edges on the tabs that we're making and the as well as these pieces that we've just cut. So that's what I'm going to be doing offline so I don't bore you all to death. Thank you so much for joining me on today's Themed Journal journey. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when the next Themed Journal journey is going to be beginning. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.